Hey y'all. So thank you all for my new followers and my new subscribers on YouTube. I've been just doing short form content lately of what I eat. I get a lot of questions of people saying, like, what are you eating today? What do you eat? Like, what do I need to pick up? And the reason why I don't ever say it is because this is a lifestyle change, guys. Um, I was once 260 pounds. The 250 something was the highest I had seen on the scale because I just did not want to weigh myself. I did not want to weigh myself at all. And to get down to now stabilizing the 220 range, weight loss, or 220, range pounds, excuse me. So that's like a 40-pound weight loss that I've been able to actually sustain for 2 years now. It is not a diet. It's not a fad diet. It's not, keto. It's not rice and meat. It is and cucumbers is not that. Like I'm going to get tired of that. Food is a way that I express myself. It's really a part of my life, and I don't want it to not be a part of my life. And that's why I never tried to go on any of like the GLP-1s or things like that because food in people's life changed, and I just didn't want that. I didn't want to not be able to like the different foods that I like. So, and just with all the side effects. Um, so I can't give you a meal plan. A lot of people is like, "Can you give me a meal plan for the week?" I cannot give you a meal plan. What I can do is I can show you guys what I eat, and I can show you at least what's in my mind as I'm eating. I really try to focus on protein. Like if something does not have protein in it, I hurry up and be like, "Oh crap, let me go add protein." Like I'm getting ready to post of what I eat in a day from yesterday, and I was in the middle of like my dinner, and it was so good. I'm like, "Oh crap, I forgot to add my grilled chicken," and that's because I focus on protein. I know that I need protein. Gone are the days where I used to be, 260 pounds, where I would just eat a bowl of noodles or eat spaghetti with just the spaghetti sauce. Like those days are long gone. I'm going to have some type of Parmesan chicken on there, some type of grilled chicken, some type of ground chicken or turkey, some type of something. Even if I gotta like have a hamburger from somewhere and I just like cut it up in there. Most of the time things are not aesthetic. Things are because if I have to be time if things take time and they consume the little time that I do have in my life, then I'm not going to do it. I'll do it for a week, I'll do it for 2 weeks, but it's not sustainable. And so, I just got on here to check in with you guys. Every single day I'm posting what I eat because I'm holding myself accountable. Like I said, have been at this weight loss um weight and held it for 2 years. And so I guess some people would say, "Oh, you hit a plateau. You've been in a plateau for 2 years." But I don't look at it as I'm in a plateau. I look at it as my body telling me, "Okay, it's time for another lifestyle change. It's time for another 1% lifestyle change." That's what really plateaus are. Plateaus are two things. It allows your body to know that it's time for a level up in a lifestyle, like what you've been doing, that's fine, but now your body want more. And number two is a way that your body is adjusting to try to figure out what the heck you just did to it. Like you're losing fat, you're dropping all of this, water weight, you're eating different types of food, you're cleansing and detoxing the chemicals and the sugar and all the other gunk that you've been eating. Maybe you don't eat flour as much. So your body is really trying to catch up on what is going on. And I believe that's what people meant when they say you didn't gain the weight overnight, so you're not going to lose the weight overnight. Now, I don't know how this is for people who don't suffer from different illnesses. For me, I suffer from different metabolic disorders, different autoimmune disorders. And so my, having insulin resistance and things of that nature, I don't have to eat sugar for my insulin levels to spike. My insulin levels can spike just for me having too much anxiety for the day. My insulin levels can spike just from me eating a food I'm allergic to or um gives me inflammation. So I know when your insulin is stable, your body is in fat burning mode. That's scientific. But when you have different metabolic issues, when you have PCOS, PMOS now, insulin resistance, pre-diabetes, diabetes type 2, all of those different things, your body literally is not going to work like everybody else's body. You may not lose 100 pounds in a year, even if you are heavier. It may take you 20, 30 pounds, 20 it may take you a year to lose 20 to 30 pounds because your body is going to be doing so much to like will you back in. It's going to go into fight or flight mode. So therapy also, yeah, this is a video of everything, but therapy is so important because most of us all have some different traumas. Most of us, maybe not most of us, some of us have trauma. Some of us have lived in survival mode. Some of us have a lot of different things going on with us that are mental. And our body over the years have learned how to self preserve. It has learned how to keep us moving, keep us upright, keep us here in 2026 and not losing our mind. And with that, our body, we don't know. It's had to take different vitamins from different places. It's had to store different things in different places. We don't know what our body is doing the inside to keep us in our sound mind. And so with that, the only thing we can do is kind of listen to it and do the best we can. Eating a pack of Oreos, do you think that that's helping your body or hurting your body? It's just those different things like drinking Pepsi every day. Do you think that's helping your body or hurting your body? Even when it comes to eating rice and meat every single day. If you are a person where meat causes inflammation into your body, where meat hurts your stomach, it's not good for you to pick up a fad trend of eating rice and meat. Also, like I said, this is just an all over video, y'all. And I'm about to get out of here and fix me some breakfast. When you follow someone eating plan, you need to see what their whole lifestyle is like when it comes to their health and wellness lifestyle. So when you are following someone's eating plan and you see that they're going to the gym, you see that they are doing 10,000 steps a day, when you see they're a runner, they love to run, like that, this is fun to them. They lift weights, this is fun to them. Like just how me, I love a good jump in my bed moment and just scroll. That's fun to me. Some people, that is not fun to them. Like, if they don't go to the gym, their day is off put. I feel like if I didn't have time to really like midday to just sit and chill out and scroll, my day feels overworked. I feel very overworked. Hey, well, who with me? Who with me? But I don't have that part in my lifestyle where I feel like I need to go to the gym. I haven't been to the gym in years. Like I had a personal trainer last year, like the beginning of last year. But as far as me going to the gym, lifting on my own, and just popping into the gym, it's probably been almost, a year and a half because that is just not sustainable to me because it's not fun. I have social anxiety, I have crowd anxiety, and different things like that. And so, me working up and then just also dealing with my different body insecurities, me working up the strength to get into the gym is just not fun for me. Now, my brain is coinciding every time we get ready to have to go to the gym or work out, we're going to have to, do a lot of more mental exercise before we even do the physical exercise. This is not everybody's life, but it's my life. And so that's why I don't eat a lot of carbs. I eat carbs, but I'm not eating rice every single day. Rice is sugar. So I'm not going to eat rice every single day if I know that my body wants to burn glucose off from the rice I just ate. But I'm not going to do any form of exercise that's going to be able to burn that amount of glucose off. I do lifestyle exercises. What are lifestyle exercises? Walking my dog, going up and down my stairs, um, taking my kids to the park, pushing them on the swing, um, cleaning out my garage, lifting boxes and stuff upstairs that, I gotta put together stuff that I didn't order, furniture, lifestyle. My day is already packed. So therefore, eating routine, if their exercise routine doesn't look like mine, and their goals don't look like mine. So their eating routine could look like mine, but they can look bigger than me and they're only losing 1 pound, every other month. Or they not even focused on weight loss. Okay, well, I'm not gonna follow the eating routine just because you're posting what I eat in a day. You don't have the same goals as me. And some people live every single day. They eat, but their goal is not to lose weight. They want to stay what we consider like a plus size frame. If you 15, 16, that's still considered plus size in clothing. So they want to stay that size. They love that size. They look amazing in that size. They body recomp and things like that. And they lift, and they have a lot of muscle. So what they eat in the day is going to look completely different from your life if you work at a call center or you work, in the doctor's office, dentist office, what have you, CNA, all that stuff, and you sitting around. The only time you really moving is to go, to check on a patient or something like that. But you don't work in the ER, where you're a busy ER, where you're constantly on your feet and you're moving around. If you looked at the steps, you will be hitting 20,000 steps a day. That's not your occupation and that's not your lifestyle. So you have to be mindful with who you follow, um, who diet or whatever you follow, who eating regimens you follow, because your exercise routine or your movement, I call it movement, your movement routine doesn't look like theirs. Also, do they suffer from what you suffer from? Do they have the insulin resistant body? Usually you know that because of the belly. Um, if they don't have that and their stomach is already flat, but they used to have it, they're at a different level. They are at another level of their lifestyle change. What you are seeing them do now, if they're, step 100 or 1000, is not what they did at their step one. So to come in being whatever size you are, looking at someone at their step 100, step 200, and following that, you are going to do really a lot of damage to your body. And even if you're now switching to whole foods and you're, following their calorie intake and all of that, you're going to do a lot of damage to your body and it's going to mess up your metabolic, issues even more. I'm not a registered dietitian. I'm not anything in the medical field. I'm just a girl who has been on this journey for over 4 years, who was constantly misdiagnosed, who was constantly shut out by doctors, or just had the doctors that wasn't aligned with me. And I had to start figuring this stuff out on my own. And I'm still in the journey of figuring this stuff out on my own. Every day is not perfect. Um, I always say it's 80-20. Like, have something that you stick to, and but the 20% you enjoy life. And that's what I'm saying right now. In the next couple of years, you may hear me say it's 90-10. Why would I say that? Is because I eventually may have to learn that what I'm doing right now with 80-20 is the reason why I'm at a plateau. Like maybe that's the next level of my health journey. It's not to change the different foods because I eat, mostly clean. It's not to just constantly keep on cutting stuff out and changing stuff. It's to basically stop the frequency of the different things that, you know, whatever the case is, the different out to eat times, the different noodles and pastas, and maybe that will go to 10%. I don't know. I'm still trying to keep it at my 20%, but I know that I don't want to level up on my exercise so much. And maybe this is just a fear thing of mine, but I watch a lot of videos and YouTube videos and things like that. And one thing that I see when people are on a natural weight loss journey and they actually hit the goal weight and they lose so much weight, they look amazing, they're healthy, they're active, they're all the things. One thing that I see when you look at like, why did I gain the weight back? Is they all, not all, but most of them got some type of accident that happened that caused them not to be able to work out. Either they had, a back issue, they got into a car accident, they had a back, they made them have a back issue, they did something and broke their leg. They did something that caused them not to be able to move around. But and they were still pretty much eating the same. Some of them fell into depression, so they were eating a little bit more sugar, but for the most part, they were still eating the same. But the movement of their life, the movement portion of the health journey changed. And they gained not all the weight back, but they gained a lot of it back. Like you could tell the big difference in their before and, after whatever happened that did a change in their movement. And so I like mental note that. And you can do that too. Like look at different things where it says I gained the weight back. Like look at those YouTube videos. Y'all look at the people just saying that they lost the weight. They lost 20 pounds a month. Look at the people who gained the weight back. And really hear their story. I know sometimes we just skip through it or whatever and we want to get to the details. No, actually like take some time and just hear their story and you will see how the movement changed so much and then also the rule of the 80-20 also started to kind of change whether it was 70-30, they were doing locking in 70% of the time, the other 30% as far as the eating they wasn't, and then their movement drastically changed. And so that stuck with me, and that's when I started to say this year, I really got into my head with not being, I guess, bullied or peer pressured to be a gym girly, to be lifting, to be all of that stuff. I know that they say never, but I really never want to be a gym girly. I really don't. Like, that's not the form of exercise that aligns with me. Now I'd rather do like calisthenics. I rather start, doing gardening things or lifting things that are natural to us. I'd rather volunteer and help people move trees or limb, stuff like that. Like back in the day when you look at farmers, I always look at farmers. When you look at farmers, I mean, if they wasn't just on all that bread and stuff, they were jacked. And as they get older, they still look amazing. Like their health still look amazing. You hardly see any farmer that's still working their land that is um like just looks a mess. Most of them still look very amazing even in their older age. And so I'm like, I don't wanna lift weights. I want to be able to, you know, lift things up the stairs, move couches, move, like I said, tree limbs and help with yard work and natural forms of moving and natural forms of weightlifting. I don't track anything. This is my personality. I don't track anything. So I don't want to do um what's it called? I can't even think of the name. Progressive overload. I don't want to do progressive overload. I've tried it for years, and I'll forget like what pounds was I on. I really don't want to turn on a TV and watch a YouTube workout video. It works, and I've done it. I done it one time for like 6 months, and yes, did I see results? I 100% did. I 100% did. Like I saw a lot of results. But the minute I stopped doing that, just because I just didn't feel like it, I didn't want to see nobody moving on this TV. I will mute it because I didn't want to hear no music. Like I just get in, my little ways. Um, and guess what? I started gaining the weight back, but I naturally go up and down my stairs. I naturally take my dog for a walk every single day. I naturally, take my kids to the park and push them. I naturally, help pick up my kids and put them there. I naturally do some type of form of cardio, and naturally, like I said, I'm up and down the stairs all day. I may do 7,000 steps in a day, but just going up and down my stairs, doing stuff in my house. So I gained weight back from being like, 200. I gained weight back to 220. And constantly yo-yoing now for the past 2 years with dropping 60 pounds and then keeping a 40-pound weight loss on average. Now I went a lot lower where I've got to 199 and I will come back up to this 220 range. I started to realize, why am I constantly like, this is where my body stays. What's the difference from my body staying here to when my body drops weight? The difference is I'm either doing, oh, I'm gonna cut out my carbs for this. I'm gonna not eat fast food. I'm doing something in the eating portion that is not sustainable to me, and it's not something I really want to do. It's just something I'm doing to see a certain number on the scale. And then when it comes to the movement side, is I guess the peer pressure, or the this is what you should do if you want a good health. But it's like, what's the difference from me lifting something at a gym or being able to help somebody with a tree hauling um business, or help someone move furniture or whatever? I'm still lifting, I'm still squatting, I'm still doing all of that stuff, but it's a lifestyle thing. So every time I get down lower, I have noticed the things that change of why I get back to this weight that I have been stuck at for 2 years is because this weight that I have been stuck at is my lifestyle. What I done when I was 260 pounds, I do not do anymore. Like naturally, it's just not my lifestyle anymore. So when you are on this journey, you have to see, who do you identify with naturally. Like, what is your lifestyle naturally? Right now, I have been identifying with a 220-pound person naturally. I no longer identify with a 260-pound person. What some of the differences? I don't buy the Ancient Mama Pearl Millen, regular syrup. I haven't bought that in years. I buy sugar-free syrup. I don't drink pop. Like I used to go to McDonald's, or when I take my kids to McDonald's and have a big pop. I don't do that. Like I'm gonna get a sugar-free lemonade, or like I'm gonna get water or something. Like I don't. I'm okay with drinking water. I'm okay with asking, "Hey, can I have a cup of water?" I used to feel like this. Listen, this is so wild, and it just could be a trauma response. But I used to feel like that because I don't know if they do this in the brown community, but definitely like in the black community, it just needs so much crazy like standards on us to represent that we have money or that we are not broke. So going out to eat and ordering water was like laughed at and seen as like a broke thing. Like, oh dang, they went out and they couldn't even get in a drink. They was cutting their bill down. They had to get water. And it's like, no, I got water because I don't want the extra calories and I don't want this fake zero sugar pop or whatever else diet stuff with all these artificial sweeteners, like to make it not sugar. So now it's like I'm able to be more confident in what I'm saying, but I'm okay with ordering water, and it don't make me feel like, oh, she a broke me. Like when she couldn't get nothing to drink when she went out to eat. Like, y'all let me know in the in the comments if y'all can relate to that or what. Like it was seen as when you take your kids out to eat and everybody got plate and everybody got drinks. It's like, oh, they got some money. But if everybody has plates and everybody has water, it's like, oh, she had to cut that cost down. Like the way we are like poverty or money like bullied or whatever in our community is just so crazy. But that is just a whole another topic. They don't even go on this channel, but it's a whole other topic. It's crazy. But I'm okay with ordering water. That was never the case when I was 260 pounds. I would never go to a fast food place without ordering some type of pop, a Coke, Dr. Not diet, Dr. Pepper, Sprite. I needed a whole drink. And I didn't want a small because it's like, nah, just give me the large. Don't say that you give me a small. Some other things that I did is, I have moved houses during the time, and so I have stairs now, which before I was on one floor. So I'm getting, like I said, a lifestyle change and movement just from having stairs. And now I know even when I move from here, I want stairs. I'm still young. I don't need to, like when people get retired and they 60 and 70, they start selling their homes because they want a place without stairs. No, I'm still young. I need a place with stairs. And so that's like a feature that I want to have stairs because it's built in exercise to me. Um, some other things that I do is I don't have to have bread with everything. Like when I tell you bread, and I think this was just the way that I grew up, like bread, like something breaded was with every meal, whether it was hot water cornbread, dinner rolls, biscuits, just regular toast, just regular white bread without toasted, and butter. Like I don't have to, and that was every single meal. Oh, we having breakfast? Okay, we need pancakes. Where is the carb? Like my life will be so carb focused. Now it's protein focused. So it's just a whole list. Y'all let me know if y'all really want to dedicate a video of me saying like what was the mindset shift or what do I eat at 200, what did I eat at 260 pounds versus what I eat with a sustainable 40-pound weight loss. And I have maintained this weight for 2 years. Now it's time to really kick it in gear. I've allowed my body to adjust enough, and it's time to look around and say, okay, what are the things that I kind of teeter tot against? Like I was looking at like how sometimes I just eat like some nuggets from the bear something nuggets. And today, as I was like getting myself together, I said, why can't I just eat the grilled chicken, like the Tyson grilled chicken? I can just spray some on there, season it, and eat the Tyson grilled chicken. That just saved the bread on there. It saved calories. And why can't I just get used to eating grilled chicken? Like if I go to Chick-fil-A, let's like I need to start changing to the grilled chicken nuggets, the grilled chicken sandwiches. Like I need to start having that be my 80%. Now the 20% I can have the regular, if I really want it, 20%. But 80%, make it grilled. Make it grilled. So I have two more things. No, I think probably down to one. One more thing of nuggets. They're by another brand, and they're made with like cauliflower. They're gluten free instead of the flour. So I'm gonna try those. Um, and see how I like them. But then after those are done, I'm gonna start transitioning to grills. Like the diced grilled chicken, I can still put them in the air fryer. I can spray them. I can season them. It can come out. I can, coat them in some sugar-free sauce or no sauce, dip them in whatever, and eat them like that. And so I don't want to exercise. I don't want to what we consider traditional exercise. When people say, "Oh, I exercise," oh, what gym do you go to? It's in the same category on like being a believer. Me being a believer, and people say, "Oh, what church do you go to?" Listen, the church of home. I'm in my own temple. I do my own studies, and I get it from myself, not from. I was about to go on a rant. We ain't gonna go there, but it's the same thing. Even when someone talks or, if I'm talking about food or something like that, they'll say like, "Oh my God, you're so like educated. Like, did you go to school to be a registered dietitian or like what college did you go to?" Like, why can't someone just be very self educated without having the college? Why can't someone build muscle without having the gym? I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm not really even trying to have a six pack. Like my goal I'm not trying to be a muscle mommy. my Nothing about my goal in life says that I need to be hitting my quads or whatever the case is. Like it doesn't say that. So this was a little like weight loss rant, I guess. I don't know, but y'all let me know if y'all got anything from this. But this is a journey. So I'm still on the journey, and my journey is to, you know what? I've been at this weight. What is my 1% change I need to make? You know what? Like going to grilled stuff is definitely a 1% change that I can make. Therefore, even when I dine out, instead of getting a country fried steak, because if it got a country fried steak on the menu, I'm usually getting it. Let me see if they got a pesto grilled chicken. Let me see what their grill options is. Let me just get a steak instead of a country fried steak. Let me get just the steak. Let me get, like I said, whatever grilled chicken they got. Let me tell them, give me some lemon, and I put some lemon over it and make my own taste of that. But restaurants and dining out and all of that is something that I really enjoy. Like I said, food is a part of my life. I'm not gonna, demonize it. It's so demonized for us to be a lover of food and want to lose weight. And I just feel like that there's just different things. Um, Now you don't have to be a over consumer of food, but to have a love for food, I feel like that everybody has their own different loves in life. And mine happens to be food. Now, how can I not have a fast food or a restaurant outing ruin my whole thing? Hey boo, hey Dominique, that's my 1%. So, like I said, it's a journey. So I'm on my new 1%. Y'all have to find y'all 1%. Can y'all please not do any bad diets? Can y'all please not follow any food trends like except your protein and your fiber? But can y'all not follow like I don't want to see anybody who follows me. I do not want to see y'all eating rice and meat every single day for dinner if you are not a gym girl. If you are not a gym girly and you literally do not have, you know, management on that where you're like marking your progressive overload, you have a personal trainer, or you're really good with that, then please don't do it. Tamika said if you like chips and salsa, get the low carb corn tortillas. Like that. And they still taste good. They still taste good. I've been getting the protein Doritos because I'm allergic to uh different like almonds and nuts, and so I can't have the Quest chips. But Doritos made their own protein chips and they really good. They taste exactly the same. So even my kids, I've been getting that for them. Oatmeal, I don't really do oatmeal a lot because it does have a lot of carbs. Well, what I do oatmeal is Kodiak. It actually tastes good. So I've been swapping the Quaker oatmeal for the Kodiak oatmeal, and I add chia seeds to it before I put it in the microwave and stuff and warm it up. So it absorbs the chia seeds. So like yeah, like you don't have to do a full overhaul of stuff in your refrigerator. If you like lemonade, Minute Maid lemonade is so like the sugar free one, it tastes exactly the same. That's the only one I buy. That's the one that my kids eat because I'm a mother of four. So it gets very expensive if you start buying diet food for yourself and regular food for your kids. No, like they have their different things that they eat that I just don't, period. But for the most part, everything I'm switching over, they switch over. The sugar free syrup. I like what's it called? Log cabins. They're the best one. I mean say yeah. They're the log cabin sugar free is the best one that I found. And it's one that like my kids don't say like, what kind of syrup is this? It don't have that kind of, sugar free ish taste. Shamika said like this morning I did cheese eggs with turkey bacon, but I'll do a protein iced coffee for lunch. So good. So Shamika did had she didn't hit all her protein, like she had a good protein load because the egg protein, a little bit of protein in the cheese, but it's fat, so it's gonna keep you also satiated. Then you got the turkey bacon, and then y'all the protein shakes today are so good. Why would you use vanilla creamer when you can just use some vanilla like a protein shake and you can add so much more? Like you really want to drink all the protein shake with the creamer. You going it's like 1 tablespoon. You gotta, baby. I like to pour. So if I like to pour, let me make sure what I'm pouring is something that I like. You know, you can say yes, I love it. Like, let me make sure it's something I like. So now I don't feel guilty for saying, oh my God, I had way too much creamer in there. No, it was a protein shake. Protein shake me, please. I don't do coffee, but I do tea. So I make something called a pro tea. Y'all see it on my what I eat in a day videos. Um, but like things like that, y'all. I do cottage cheese with the ranch dressing pack. I blend the cottage cheese up with my immersion blender to make it more smooth. I may add like a little oat milk or something in there or milk to make it more smooth. And then I add the ranch dressing seasoning pack. And that's my ranch dip. Some people do it with the Greek yogurt. I personally think the Greek yogurt is like too sour. And it just doesn't go well with it tasting like ranch dressing. But the cottage cheese definitely tastes like more like ranch dressing and it's creamier. So it's just things like that where now you can be eating some chips with some quote unquote rich dip or get you some French onion packets or something like that. But it's kind of cheese, so now it's proteins. The taste didn't change, the flavor didn't change, and really say this is something I really want to stick with. Like this is a lifestyle. I no longer want to go pick up regular ranch to get my stuff. Shamika said when I want pancakes, I do pre-made Premier protein pancakes mixed with Simply Mills almond pancake mix or Simply Mills almond pancake mix. Shamika, I'm actually jealous of you because you can have almonds. Like if y'all don't have a nut allergy, y'all it's so many different options. So I like the pre-made Premier protein pancakes. I also like the Kodiak pancakes. I made some, yeah, my guilty pleasure, which is like it was a 20%, but it was almost going to be a 30%. I love the chocolate cake from Applebee's. Like I love that, right? And I can tell that when I'm craving something chocolate, like that's what I go for is that like lava chocolate cake. You said, oh, I forgot about that one. I like that one too. Oh my, it's like I can every time I'm craving something chocolate, y'all know during that time, like that's on the DoorDash. I'm getting even if I don't get no food, I'm getting that. So the other day I tried on the back of the Kodiak mix, there's a cake recipe. I'm still tweaking it because I have to monitor my eggs. If you can have eggs, follow that recipe on the back of that box. Just use like I use Swerve brown sugar, which is a sugar-free supplement instead of regular sugar. So I did it to make it low sugar. And I use the Lily chocolate and it's sugar-free. When I tell you, you said have you tried the Pillsbury zero sugar brownie? No, I have not tried that. See, I gotta try that. I gotta try that. I'm gonna add it to my cart today. So when I tell y'all, I made that. I made the Kodiak one though, and I put like the Lily's chocolate bar in the middle of the batter as you know it was cooking, and I put it in a muffin tin. When I tell you, so good. And then instead of having ice cream like how the Applebee's is, I always do like the sugar free Kool-Aid. So good. My kids love it. I've been doing things to help me portion control. Like, let me show you. I'm gonna show y'all this that I've been doing too, and the kids love this too. I'm not lying. So here the little Kodiak cakes. I did it in a muffin tin, so therefore it's already portion control for me. Tamika said, get you some Breyers carb balance vanilla ice cream. So good. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Sometimes I don't know, sometimes the sugar free or the ice creams, they be, I guess I'm having like kind of a milk ick right now where sometimes stuff be too milky. I don't know what's going on. But that is really good. You literally cannot tell the difference. Like you literally cannot tell the difference. And so when I buy ice cream, I'll buy that for the kids. Um, and they can't tell the difference. But here go my little cake. I'll actually have two. And I melted some chocolate, the sugar-free Lily's chocolate. When you warm it up, it be, so good. You can pour it on there with a little bit of sugar-free oat milk, and boom. Now I didn't save money. Instead of door dashing one slice of cake, that's about to be $25 for it to get here. And it's good and it's protein. So really once I have this, if I have this midday, it's almost like having a lunch. And I'm fine until I eat dinner. Another thing I do, y'all know when it was the Philadelphia cream cheese like viral thing, and people were like, "Oh, y'all, if y'all on a weight loss journey or whatever, y'all need to get mixed it with Greek yogurt or whatever case is." Baby, that did not taste the same. That was horrible. With that cheesecake, uh, what's the pudding mix? No, no. Get you the real deal. You can have the real deal. Get you the Philadelphia no bake cheesecake. I use these. These are mini graham crackers. Mini graham cracker crust. Get you some of these. You're literally only going to use probably 1 to 2 tablespoons, if that, of the cheesecake mix. And I also put on top. I put some sugar free strawberry preserve like on top for my strawberries. So I have a strawberry cheesecake that's the real deal. The kids love it. Like they so quick to make. We have them when we eat our barbecue. Like I just always try to keep something in the refrigerator. And it's portion control. He said, I'm in love with Johnny's skinny salted caramel sauce in my ice. Oh, let me see. Because I got another salted caramel, but I got the Johnny. Look, me and Shamika on it. 0 calories, zero sugar. This one is the s'mores one. So I'll do me a s'mores protein. And then I have a toasted marshmallow one too when I just want to do like um a vanilla type of just the drink, but I want to just have it like a marshmallow flavor. So I love these a 0 calorie, zero sugar. So good, tastes the same. Why would you go grab the other brand that is has all of this stuff in there so much sugar. You look on the back of it, like I don't count calories, I don't track anything. I'm just mindful. So when I look on the back of it, I'm like, why you got 25 grams of added sugar when I can get the same thing that got no sugar? Like, baby, if I want sugar and I want all the real deal and I want to be in my sugar coma, let me go to Applebee's and go get my real chocolate cake. I ain't gonna waste it on drink. Like to waste your 20% on something you drinking is just crazy. But these is what I love. I'm addicted. 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 So I love these. These are the beverage thoughts. I can take a picture. I want to take a screenshot. Mhm. And I got the stuff. So this is what I use for my salted caramel or caramel flavor, but I do have a salted caramel thing. If you have Ollie's, they have sugar coffee syrup as well. No, but I don't have an Ollie's here in the Midwest. I'm in Indiana. So I got this in caramel, the berry sauce. Y'all gotta try this. You gotta try this, Shamika. You gotta try this. You ain't even gonna go to no Ollie's. These are so good. And I got the French vanilla kind. When I tell you, drink be so good. Like all this zero, like listen, all this zero, and I still got more stuff. Why would I add sugar and calories to my drink when I'm full of the good? You see what I'm saying? Like, and then if I'm gonna eat the regular thing, let me make it at try to make it at home if I can. Something simple, but I'm gonna get it where it's already portion control for me. I'm not gonna make a cake. I'm gonna put it in muffin tins and eat it like that. Why? Because it's automatically portion control. And if I'm going back for a third one, my brain is telling me, so you gotta peel this wrapper off of here and you're picking up a third one. It's gonna pause you real quick. Like once you physically see. I have to physically see something because like constantly in recovering from different disorders eating. I'm able to see, okay, you had a portion. Tamika said, I swear it or I'm in Walmart, but I was scared to try it because some sugar-free products has an aftertaste. But this one don't. This one don't. I don't get the Tarani sugar-free, like the syrups like these. I don't get theirs because it has an aftertaste and my body just really don't like it. But the skinny mixes, I get. Like I do get the skinny mixes and then I get these. So try these out. It just put that extra in the drink. You can really taste it, and it's not nasty. But yeah, I just do something to portion control. So I just, like I said, I love food, and I hate seeing people be miserable in a lifestyle change. You're not going to lose 100 pounds being miserable. Like you're not going to lose 100 pounds in a fad diet. Um. Oh my god. So yeah, I can't even talk about the stuff no more. I can't even talk about what to buy because TikTok just put a message and said they restricting this live because I'm telling people to purchase products that are outside the TikTok shop. You see what I'm saying? And it said some of my comments in the live was filtered because they don't want to protect the community experience. So I did read the comments out loud, thankfully, because if y'all try to see like the conversation, they're limiting any type of thing that I'm saying to go get out and try out that's outside the TikTok shop. Like that's the world we live in. I don't want to sell nothing to y'all. I want y'all like there is not one vitamin you can take. There is not one recipe. There is not one food. There is not one thing. Oh, eat this every day. Do this every day. No, it's literally when you see this and the regular beside each other in the grocery store, you grab the no sugar. Like it's literally a lifestyle change. um, Yeah, it's a lifestyle change and you're controlling your insulin. Like you're doing so much good to your body. Like, yeah, some people say, well, the sugar-free options, have chemicals and all this other stuff in it. But listen, getting that visceral fat off of your body from making the change is going to help you. Like everything is a benefit. Everything is we're gonna take some, we're gonna lose some. But this visceral fat is metabolically like its own thing. It basically has its own brain. So when you can start getting rid of that in your body, you just are going to feel so much better. Like you're going to just feel so much better and you're not going to a weight loss or a health journey is not going to be sustainable with having to white knuckle it, with having to eat things that you don't desire, with having to, cut out fast food for the rest of your life and don't eat this and don't do this and don't do. I haven't seen one person have sustainable weight loss that has done that unless they literally adopted the lifestyle. People who, um, yeah, people who, what's the name, say keto, they have adopted really their lifestyle. I'm not. I love bread. I don't want to be. I can only eat 35 net carbs, and I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. So why am I gonna even try it for 30 days? The weight gonna come right back because my lifestyle, my mindset have not changed around me wanting a slice of bread. But y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in to my live. TikTok already gave me 3 restrictions. So I don't even know if y'all can hear me talking right now because they said basically just they don't like the live because I'm not pushing out for y'all to, buy things from TikTok and they don't like the information that I'm giving. So yeah. So that's the end of me, y'all. I ain't even been on live in so long. I stopped going live because of the different platforms doing this. So I am just working on building my community. Once I build it more, you guys, and stay consistent and just more things, then I will have like different Zoom meets and stuff like that outside of a platform that we can actually go to and have a dialogue. We can, if you want to come on screen to bring your things and people can start adding stuff to their grocery list. And it's just a community because food is literally like the part that we have to get down. If we can get down food and be mindful of what we are actually eating and consuming and what choices we are making from the grocery store, like ketchup, I get the no sugar added. Why y'all adding sugar into everything? If we could just be mindful and then start liking that no sugar added stuff, uh I mean your body is literally going to thank you. And so that's just what really I'm all about. So thank y'all all for tuning in. Shamika and Danielle, thank y'all so much for conversating with me on this live. But until next time, y'all, I love y'all. Bye.